Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Mr. and Mrs. Toko, for having me out. I appreciate the opportunity. So let's first talk about the biggest reason why I'm out here to talk to you about price. Sound good? Perfect. Perfect. So what I did to find price is I pulled comparables in your neighborhood. Now, are you familiar with what appraisers do?
Somewhat.
Perfect. So I did exactly what appraisers do. I take these sold properties around you that are similar in structure, style, square footage, bedroom, bathrooms, you know, so on and so forth, and you see what they sold for, as well as I have a few active comparables as well to show you what your neighbors are selling them for as well. Sound good? Perfect. So the first home that sold, it was a 3-bed, 1.5 bath. It was 1,080 square feet. Now I know you're 1,000 square feet, correct? So just a little bit bigger, but it's ended up selling for $94,000 at 35 days on the market. Now that's the low end of things. We also are going to get towards the high end of things, which is where I think you're going to fall. So that's the lowest one. The next one, it was a 3-bed, 1 bath, 988 square feet. Was on the market for 19 days, and it sold for $105,000. The next one was up for $110,000, and it sold for $110,000. It was 3-bed, 1 bath, 977 square feet, and sold in just 4 days. And then the last one that was up on the market, this one's actually currently for sale. So what this means to you guys is this is your active competition on the market. So we want to stay aggressive, you know, towards this house. This house is up for $114,000. It's a 3-bed, 1 bath, 1,050 square feet, and it's been on the market for 31 days. So what this one tells me is this house is overpriced. Now I did my research on this home. It was actually up for $125,000, and they recently price dropped to this $115,000 price. But you know, you can see the correlation. It still hasn't sold yet. 31 days on market, when this one was priced aggressively from the get-go, and it was only on the market 4 days. So with that being said, I think you guys are going to fall between the $105,000 to $110,000 range. What are your thoughts on that?
Buddy?
Yeah, I mean, I kind of thought that we were around this price.
Okay, for sure, for sure. So you thought you were around this price. Now, you know what, based off the comps that have sold in the area, makes you think that the house could sell for more than that?
I mean, just looking at this picture, our landscaping is better.
Right, right. But, you know, everybody has certain attributes about their house, and your landscaping is beautiful. I noticed when we walked in, I actually had complimented you on it. But I think, you know, based off that, we want to actually sell your house. That's my job. That's what I'm out here to do. And I think at that 105 to 110 sales price, we're actually going to sell your house and net you the most money. You could always, you know, put it up on the market at whatever price you want. But you see that this one's been on the market for 31 days. You really want to be showing the property for 31 days and moving forward and still not have an offer, an accepted offer on the property. Right. So our goal here is to get you as much money as possible, and I know by doing that, it's pricing it right from the get-go, which is that $105,000 to $110,000 sales price. Like I said, bring in the most people and selling it the quickest, and inevitably netting you the most money. How's that sound to you?
Sounds okay.
Perfect. Well, let's do something here quick. I brought a seller's net out. I'm going to fill this out right now. And while I'm filling this out, I'm going to have you guys do some homework. Here is a feature sheet. So this is anything in your home that, you know, you've done to the home in the past 5 years that stands out to you that you guys take a lot of pride in. So here, fill that out while I fill this out. All right. Perfect. Thank you guys so much for filling that out. I appreciate it. It's definitely gonna help us when we come time to list it, and it's gonna, you know, we're gonna take everything we put on that feature sheet and reflect it in the MLS and Zillow and all that. So this is a seller's net out. So this is what you're gonna walk away with, or approximate of what you're gonna walk away with when it does come time for you to sell. So the first thing is you guys still have your $30,000 mortgage. That's gonna have to be paid off at the time of closing. You already told me you don't have an equity line of credit or a second mortgage on it, so don't have to worry about that. The next is the listing commission and selling commission. The compliance fee.
What's a compliance fee?
Great question. So compliance fee is something that we charge because in the state of Michigan, we have to hold your documents for 7 years after closing. That's just our fee associated with that.
It's pretty hefty.
know, all brokerages charge it, you know, it's something that, you know, it's a standard fee, so we'll move on here. Next is owner's title policy. Then, of course, the government wants their fair share, right? Ha ha ha. So the next is the revenue stamp and the Michigan transfer tax, so $1.10 per thousand and $7.50 per thousand. The next is title company closing fee, and then lastly, we have the home warranty. Any questions on any
What's
of
a
this?
home warranty?
Great question, I'm glad you asked. So what
How
a
much
home
is it?
warranty is, as you see there, it's $425. So what a home warranty is it's a warranty that you provide to the purchasers when they purchase your home. So for you guys, what that really means is once we close on the property, you're not gonna look back at this home again. You know, you're gonna give it to the buyer, and if something breaks down, like the furnace or hot water heater or AC, they're not gonna call you and say, hey, you knew this was broken, and try to sue you for anything. They're just gonna call that home warranty company, pay their deductible, and get a new whatever the case may be. Sound good?
We already have a new furnace, new hot water tank, new roof, new windows, all that stuff, so
Right,
I don't
right.
think they're gonna have any problems.
Right, I hear
New
ya.
appliances, that's all included if we sell.
Perfect. I hear ya. But it's a good thing for buyers. It helps them ease your mind. I understand everything's new, but I'm sure you know just as well as I do, life happens, Mr. Toko. And furnaces break down for no apparent reason, so do hot water heaters and stuff like that is, you know, I think it's just something that helps buyers ease their mind about the buying process, as well as it's good for you guys to market your home with this, showing that, hey, we're serious sellers, we wanna sell your home, and we wanna sell our home, and, you know, here's a home warranty for you to show our seriousness. Sound good?
So if we work with you, if we choose to do that, and we decide to have this the home warranty initially, we use this to negotiate during.
Yeah,
Is this
absolutely.
included permanently, or can we negotiate it
Absolutely.
during?
So what I
whatever
recommend is we at least put it on the home when we list it, market the home with it. If we get an offer in that's lower than, you know, what we want, we can use it as a negotiation tool. Sound good? But I recommend we at least market the home with that home warranty. Any questions for me?
What's your commission?
6%.
It's pretty high.
Perfect. Well, if I can just have you guys sign right here. And then I'll talk about our marketing quick, and then we'll get the ball rolling. Sound good?
Sure.
Thank you. Thank you. Awesome. Now I'm gonna talk about our marketing, like I talked about on the phone with you a little bit, but I'm gonna go in depth here regarding our marketing strategy. So you'll see here our name's Real Team, and that's true to us. We actually work together as a team to get your home sold. Rather than hiring just one solo agent, you're actually hiring a full team when you hire me. So the first step is pictures on your home. I don't come out here with my cell phone and pretend I'm a photographer. I send out my professional photographer to take just the regular still pictures as well as Matterport and drone. Are you familiar with what Matterport is?
No.
No? Oh, that's awesome. Good thing I brought my iPad here. Here, take a look at it. It's a virtual tour, 3D tour, where buyers can actually preview your home prior to them even coming out. Isn't that awesome? Yeah, I think it's so as well. So the next step is putting your home in the MLS. We have our listing coordinator, Lauren, who does all that. And then she's also gonna take that feature sheet that you guys have already filled out and paint a pretty picture about your home to, you know, attract the most buyers as possible. Next step is we get a sign in the yard. And then from there, we also get your home listed on all the third-party websites. So that's Zillow, Trulia, Realtor.com, all those third-party websites that you guys, I'm sure, are already out there looking on, and every other buyer. We wanna make sure we're exposing it to as many buyers as possible. From there, we also have Renee. She's our marketing coordinator. She's gonna blast your home all over Facebook and Instagram and Twitter. Are you guys on Facebook?
No.
No? You are, okay. So yeah, you can see how many views your home gets, and you can share it and show it to your friends, how great all the pictures look and everything. So I think that's a really neat feature. From there, we also have our own team's website, which is Macomb Oakland County Homes. We have over 38,000 leads that are on our team's website daily, viewing homes. And that's just, again, maximum exposure. That's another 37,000 set of eyes that are on your home. From there, we also have our ISAs, Anthony, Steve, Adam, and Devin. Kind of looks like you a little bit, don't you think?
Kind of.
Yeah, I kind of see it. All right.
He's a little
Ooh, okay, well, hey, let's not worry about that right now. We have our inside sales agents. They are full-time agents, but they spend their days prospecting for new business for you. So going back to our database, they're gonna narrow down list of people who are looking in your area and looking for this price, a home in this price range, to, you know, call them, let them know your house is for sale, and if they're interested and they can purchase it, get them through the doors. And then from there, I also request feedback on all my showings, so when we get the feedback in, we'll go through it at that time. So if we can see consistent feedback about something we could do differently to the home to help it sell faster, we're gonna talk about it at that point.
Is it you that we're gonna be talking to? I see that there's
Absolutely.
a lot of people here, so.
Right, so yep, there's a lot of people here. Like I said, I do work on a team, but I'm the quarterback through this transaction. I'm gonna be your go-to. I'm gonna be talking to you, all the time, and I'm gonna be your main point of contact. But I also have the team here who backs me up, that's have their specialized roles.
So
Any
if she has
questions
a
from
problem,
you?
she's gonna come to you?
Yep.
Okay, just making sure.
You got it. You got it. Any questions for me before we move forward?
No.
Perfect, perfect. Well, with that being said, I'm gonna have you guys fill out the seller's disclosure statements. So it's checkbox yes if it's, staying in the home and it's working. No if it's staying in the home but doesn't work. Unknown if you don't know if you have it or you don't know the condition of it, and then not available if it's simply not available. And I'm gonna get started on the listing contract. Sound good?
Sure.
And
Wow.